Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Auction Car Reconditioning. Today I want to clean the wheels, the wheel area, and then decon some of the paint here, ferrous metal remover. And for that I'm going to use the Koch Chemie Rrr, which is the Reactive Rust Remover. You could use this for other jobs. Say you have a little bit of light rust on an exhaust or a muffler or areas like that. This can successfully remove it. But today I just want to see how it works as a wheel cleaner and in keeping that rotor from rusting, and then also decontaminating the paint from ferrous metal. Let's get to work. The Koch Chemie Rrr Reactive Rust Remover is an acid-free product. Powerful pH-neutral cleaner is made with reactive agents and high-performance detergents. Superficial rust, light rust, metal particles, burnt, brake dust, baked on brake dust, and other properties can be removed with the product. So we're anxious to give this a try, and so is the shop manager. Let's get to work. Porsche wheels, very dirty. Some areas of baked on brake dust that have been there for a long time. Barrel of the wheels, real dirty and messy. Paint needs to be decontaminated as well. Back wheels. I mean, what's nice about these wheels are they are not curbed, so I've been anxious to clean them up. And this is real rough and baked on, so we're going to see if the Rrr can really do the job here. Should be a great test. Okay, let's spray the Rrr heavily onto the wheel. Some like to rinse the wheel first. I don't. I like to get these products on with direct contact, dry, so the water is not diluting the product. This doesn't say anything about dilution ratios. You can look into that, but I'm told it has a horrible smell to it, like egg, a boiled egg smell. Let's see if it also changes colors as it breaks down and causes a reaction, a chemical reaction with the ferrous metals. It wants you to spray it on. I can already see it's immediately turning a purple magenta color, and we'll let this dwell for 3 to 6 minutes. And then you can rinse it, or you can agitate and rinse, or you can use a sponge, or however you want to do it. But let's let it go for 3 to 6 minutes. After about 3-4 minutes, really turning deep purple. Spray a little bit on there. This is very thick. It's almost like almost the consistency of a gel. But we'll come in, we'll agitate, we'll rinse it, and we'll see how it attacked that baked on brake dust in the corners there. This wheel woolly is a little too thick to get in there. Got to use this little one. Not a lot of space between the caliper and the barrel of the wheel. Have to find something really skinny to get in there. And we'll switch to one of these little wheel detailing brushes, and we can clean in and around the lug nuts. And then agitate in the tight corners there, dipping into the bucket. This stuff likes to dry out as it's sitting on the wheel. So I dip into the bucket, kind of moistens things up a bit and also cleans off the brush because it's getting dirty really quick. I mean, this stuff is no joke. Look at the crap that it's pulling off, splashing onto my arm. The bad part about wheel cleaning, it is a dirty job. Some of this brake dust has been on for so long it may be pitted, but I'm still anxious to look at this mess. I mean, this looks like I should put some crime scene tape around it. That's crazy. All right, let's thoroughly rinse the wheel. Okay, although a hell of a lot better, this is going to need a round two. This baked on pitted stuff here, and then some in the barrel of the wheel, and a lot of that has to do with the little tiny barrel woolly that I have to use, the wheel woolly. Yeah, we're going to have to hit this again, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Let me spray it. We'll let it sit another 3 minutes. Round two. And we'll concentrate more on the product in those corners where it's stuck. Again, turning purple immediately, but we'll let that sit, again, 3 to 6 minutes. It's trying to do some work. All right, another 4 minutes. Oh boy, look at that. Come in here with a tool that I can get in the corners a lot better. See if that helps for round two here. This squishes up and I can really get in these corners right here and this lip right here a lot better. Then a detailing brush. Okay, do the barrel, the wheel again. even with this one, it's a little tight. Rinse it. Much better after round 2, but there's still some small specks. And you can keep chasing those if you want to. But that's how it works as a wheel cleaner. So we're going from that to a nice bright wheel. All right, wheels are done, and they do look a whole lot better, a whole lot brighter. By the way, it's still early yet, but that's holding up well. It's getting used hard multiple times on a daily basis, 7 days a week. But we got the wheels clean. Now let's go in and take a look at the rotors. Not a crazy heavy layer of brake dust that I see on some of these. So it does prevent a little bit, I guess. Doesn't make the problem disappear. That one's still pretty wet altogether, but it does cut it down. So there's some good information for you right there. Next, wash the vehicle, and as part of the decon process, we'll hit that door, and I know it's black, but if I follow that up after 3 to 6 minutes with a light colored microfiber, you're going to see that magenta or purple color transfer. No real protection on that door to speak of. Some sheeting, a little bit of sheeting, slow sheeting. But what I'm going to do is dry off this door, and I'll hit it with the RRR. Let it sit for a couple minutes, and we'll see if there was ferrous metals that worked its way into the painted surfaces. And this hasn't been cleaned properly in a long time, so I'm going to guess there will be some. We'll let that sit, and we'll come back after 3-4 minutes. Okay, if there's ferrous metals embedded into the paint from the braking systems, when I wipe this towel along the surface, it should dye it like a pink or purple or red. On black, hard to see if the chemical reaction happens because there's ferrous metals there, but we will wipe it and find out if the product was doing work on the paint. And a little bit pink here and here, so there was a little bit, but not a whole lot, not as much as I expected. What you want to do is rinse thoroughly afterwards. and I would even wash that panel again, or whatever panels that you're spraying this stuff onto. All right, guys, I've showed you the power of what a true acidic wheel cleaner can do. If properly diluted, you can use it on any wheel if used properly. And I do have videos on those. I'll let you revert back to those. Where does this fall? So this, to me, is still an effective cleaner, powerful, and falls between the extremely powerful acidic wheel cleaner and then the just mundane, everyday wheel cleaner that you can pick up at any AutoZone, Pep Boys, you name it. So effective. I'm going to leave a link down below so you can look into it further if you want to. Let me know down in the comments section what you think, and if you have the product and have been using it for quite some time, share your experience as well. Brian from Apex Auction Car Reconditioning. I'll catch you in the next video.